Welcome back to IntyCenter, everybody, and another whip around Fidus. And we start this week with the realization that amazings just love drama. In this one, it was an RBI double from Johnny Bench that saw Ciorak tie the game at sixth in the eighth inning. And we'd stay there until the 11th inning. Keith Hernandez would deliver an RBI single to score Ty Cobb. Joey Votto would score on a wild pitch from Jim Lonborg. Dutch Leonard works a 1-2-3 bottom of the 11th. Amazings get the 8-6 win to open this set of games. A shack of their own, they're currently winless against teams from the state of Ohio. Deacon White hit a two-run homer in the bottom of the eighth that had the Barrels lead to 4-1. John McGraw and Ross Barnes each drive in runs in the ninth, but it's not enough. The Barrels take that opener 4-3. Charlie Bender tosses 8 innings, gives up 1 run on 6 hits. He strikes out 5. The game pretty well in doubt until an 8th inning RBI double from Carl Yastrzemski. The Demon Bags take the opener over the throws 3-1. Rob Nen faced 5 batters and they all scored. The Bandwagoners beat up the Gales 15-7. Mickey Mantle hits 2 homers in that one. He's now got 8 on the season, maybe the one bright spot for the Bandwagoners. No drama for Amazings on day 2 as they easily dispatch the Steel Tiger Cranes. Bob Feller tosses 8 innings of 2-hit baseball. Bryce Harper, Manny Machado, Ty Cobb, and Cal Ripken all homer. The Amazings take this one 13-2. Bob Caruthers, Jose Ramirez, and Jack Rowe each had an RBI in the 7th inning for Family Madrigal to put them up 5-4 on performance enhancers. But an Eddie Collins sac fly ties it in the bottom of the 7th, only for a triple from Paul Hines and a single from King Kelly to put the Family Madrigal back on top, only for Larry Walker to hit a leadoff homer in the bottom of the 8th. I'm sorry, a leadoff single in the bottom of the 8th, tie it up. My notes are crazy. It's got to be a homer, a leadoff homer to tie it up. And Mike Piazza sac fly to put the enhancers back on top. Zach Britton works a 1-2-3 ninth to secure the win for the enhancers. And I clearly need to fire whoever's writing my notes for me. Spoiler, it's me. Well, make it 0-5 for a shack of their own against Ohio teams. The Orange Barrels got 2 in the first on a 2-run homer from Roger Hornsby. Power of Tyra shining through. And that was enough as CC Sabathia goes 7 1/3. He gives up 1 run on 4 hits. Rob Dibble, Gabe White, they keep the big Dieselers off the board from there. And I've said it before, I'll apparently say it again. Sithy of Ostenard might have the worst bullpen in Fidus history, but I guess that's to be happen when you're a Cleveland guy and you draft Jose Mesa. You're kind of asking for this kind of result. Hilton Smith goes 8 innings. He gives up 2 runs on 6 hits, but it's not enough. Mookie Betts hits a walk-off 2-run homer off. Who else? Joe fucking Table. Baby Yoda's take it 4-2. Amazings. They're back to loving drama and being back above 500. A Ty Cobb homer in the 12th helps power them to a sweep of Ciorak as they win it 4-2. Thornton Lee went 7 innings and gave up 2 runs on 6 hits. He probably deserved better than a no decision. Hey, the same can be said for Lefty Grove. He goes 8 innings, 2 runs on 5 hits. And stop the presses. Old Hoss Radbourne has lost a game. Radbourne gave up 4 runs in 7 innings of work. Christy Mathewson gives up 2 runs in 7 1/3 innings. A Billy Hamilton 2-run homer in the 5th was the difference in the game. And let's be honest, Hamilton homering off of Radbourne might be the most unexpected result in the league this year, especially given the fact that it wasn't an inside the park homer. It actually went over the fence. Family Madrigal takes it 4-2. A shack of their own. Update. They're now 35-10 against teams not located in Ohio and 0-6 against the Orange Barrels. Cliff Lee tossed 7 innings. He gave up 2 runs on 8 hits. John Beckwith and Rogers Hornsby homered. Hey, JC, you may want to just keep starting Hornsby. Spring training should not trump the fact that Hornsby is your best player. The Barrels sweep a shack of their own. They take that one 7-2. How about this one? I already posted the win probability chart for this one, but it's amazing. Northern Shores scores 7 in the top of the first. They knock out bandwagoner starter Cannonball Dick Redding. Why is he still starting Heels in the first inning? It was 8-0 to the Gales going into the bottom of the sixth. Every city gets a run in the sixth, 4 more in the seventh. That's highlighted by a 2-run pinch hit double from Kwan Kenobi. Help me, Kwan. You're my only hope. Stephen Kwan. Another in the eighth. They tied it in the ninth on a sac fly from Anthony Rendon before Alex Rodriguez walks it off in the 10th with a single to score Mickey Mantle. The Bandwagoners with the improbable win 9-8. With the way the season started, who had the Bandwagoners picking up a win over Eddie Joss? Put your hand down, you filthy liar. Joss gives up 6 runs on 5 hits in only 5 2/3 innings. Now, granted, only 2 of those runs were earned, but Joss, he can only blame himself for that one. His 2 errors led to the unearned runs. The Bandwagoners win it 6-4. Edgar Martinez, with a 5-for-5 day at the plate, driving in a pair of runs, reaches base 6 times. Stone Temple beats Madrigal 9-5, the Dolly Parton scoreline. Jacob deGrom with 11 strikeouts in just 6 2/3. He gives up 2 runs on 4 hits, and yes, you can call that being degrominated. Gavy Kravitz with a 3-run homer in the 8th. It spoils an otherwise spectacular night from Sam McDowell as the Orange Barrels stun Amazings 4-3. Turkey Stearns, he hits another 2-run homer, this one in the 3rd inning. It puts a shack of their own up 3-2 on the Bandwagoners, and it ends up holding up the rest of the way as the pitching strong after that inning. Oral Hershiser takes the loss. He allowed just 2 hits, gave up 3 runs in 6 innings. Hal Newhouser gives up 2 runs on 5 hits over 8 innings. A shack of their own snapped their 4-game losing streak. Al Spalding has perhaps the best pitch game of the year so far. He has a complete game shutout, dazzling Amazings, allowing 2 hits, 5 strikeouts against 3 walks. He needed to be that good, though. Satchel Paige gives up 3 runs on 7 hits in 5 innings, and the Barrels remain red hot, taking it 3-0. That's their 7th win in a row. Family Madrigal took a 5-1 lead into the 9th inning, but an error, a double, and a 3-run homer from Heavy Johnson made it 5-4. Pilots, though, they couldn't get any closer. Madrigal, they hang on for that win. The Bandwagoners got 2 in the 8th, an RBI triple from Mr. Bag and a Half, and an RBI single from the Iron Horse that ties the game at 8. They couldn't get the win, though. John McGraw walks it off with an RBI single in the 10th. Down 4-1 in the 8th. Amazings get an RBI double from Cal Ripken. That sets it up for Charlie Gehringer to walk it off with a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 9th. Tony Mullane has his 8 innings of 2 runs, 7-hit baseball go for naught as Tom Gordon gets his 6th blown save of the year. Amazings take it 5-4. And that's where we're going to end it this week for IntyCenter. We'll catch you next time for another whip around. Fidus.